Hello Lance fans, it's Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. The World Cup is just around the corner and Lance is already here. Look, we're in front of MetLife Stadium, the stage for Brazil's first game and the World Cup final. The national team arrived early on a chartered flight straight from Rio de Janeiro. They didn't speak to the press, and when they arrived in front of the hotel, no one was allowed to follow, not fans or press who wanted to stop there. The security is very tight, right, Yanaka? And it's FIFA's arrangement, right? Now it's all FIFA's logistics. Security is very strong around the stadium and training center. This afternoon is the first activity, right, Yanaka?
Activity closed to the press. Just a reminder, I don't know if you can see here. In the background is MetLife Stadium, where the national team will debut and where we received our credentials today. It's the official World Cup venue. We will follow all the details of the Brazilian national team, which is staying right there, close to where we are, in Morriston, in Basket Ridge, right? That's where they're staying, but Dozan was there earlier, but there's security everywhere. You can't even stay at the entrance of the training center, right? Yeah.
Just to give you an idea, the team's hotel is a hotel that belongs to a global telecommunications giant. Yeah, it's not a regular hotel where we can stay, right? It's a hotel made for the company's executives, for people who have, business with this company, and it's right next to a highway. Yeah, anyone who got close to the hotel would immediately have a police car come up and say, you can't stay around here. The area is private, and now it's a FIFA area, and not even on the highway. If you stayed on the highway, it was even worse, because 2 police cars would show up. Yeah, from the police, but in a polite way.
It's a communal farm in the United States. Exactly. No one goes in, we don't have access, we still don't know how the whole process with the press is going to be, right? If we're going to have a place inside the hotel where they're staying for the press conferences, so we have to wait and see how it's going to be. But the important thing is that we're already here. Ancelotti already spoke when he arrived, right? He said that the tendency is for him to do more tests, like he did with Panama. He should test 22 players again, or even more, like he did, to define the starting team for the debut against Morocco here at MetLife Stadium on the 13th. Yeah, I think this game is crucial. I think if Brazil wins this game, it's practically guaranteed qualification for the second round because they play Haiti right after. So this preparation and all this care are very important. Then we'll see how Neymar is doing too, if he'll be ready at least to be on the bench for this first game. I don't think so. I think the tendency is to use Neymar only in the second match, even against Haiti.
Yeah, Yanaka talked about the tests, and remember that the national team has a friendly match on Saturday in Cleveland against Egypt. It will be Ancelotti's first opportunity to test. The pair believed to be the starting center backs at the World Cup are Marquinhos and Gabriel Magalhães. They played in the UEFA Champions League final on Saturday, so they didn't participate. The first part is the preparation at the training center, just like Gabriel Martinelli, the forward. He said it reminds him of the national team's training center. The national team's hotel doesn't really resemble Granja Comari. I would say it's much more closed off than Granja Comari. Comari, again, because it's a closed area owned by a big company, everything is very well secured. There isn't, we know that at Granja, like the people who live there, especially in the neighborhood around it, like to watch. Yeah, from their balconies, from their terraces, watching the training sessions here doesn't happen, okay? Because it's a closed area and the hotel is even further inside. Well, from now on, it's all World Cup. It's officially started in the United States. Remembering something else that Yanaka said, that he believes a win against Morocco practically puts Brazil on the path to qualifying, I would go further. Yanaka, I think a win against Morocco guarantees Brazil qualifies in first place, right? Yeah, remembering that finishing first in theory gives you some advantage starting from the knockout stage.
They're tough opponents. It's a tough group. Netherlands, Sweden, Tunisia, and Japan. So Japan. We didn't do well in the last friendly. We ended up losing. Brazil ended up losing. So yeah, we're going to have some really tough opponents. So in this first knockout round, which isn't the round of 16 yet, this World Cup is different. Remember, there are 48 teams. There's one more stage, more days of World Cup. But anyway, here's the deal. We're already in the United States. We're in New Jersey, staying in Morristown. The team is in Basket Ridge, and we're going to bring you everything about the team's preparation. And João Litton and Esmigo, Marcelo Esmigo, will be in Miami, so follow all the coverage with us here. That's it, all right?
Thanks, thank you, and see you later.